don't feel bad about the things that they are doing that may be bad going on in their life.
A comment made 2 years ago that does specify it was edited says YouTube didn't break you. Celebrity life is not the romanticized idea you were expecting. This is what it's like to be a celebrity regardless of you being trans, and you let a bunch of nameless faceless text break you, quote unquote.
Yep.
You're the one with the power here, whatever that may mean.
And I would agree with that, though. Like, that's kind of like that's literally, you have the power of like whether this sits as weight on you, like mentally. You know what? One of the best things that I fucking did for myself after coming out and everything.
Yeah.
Stopped fucking caring. How many people, whether people cared I passed or not. And just worried about just trying to exist and gaining some kind of respect on existing. Like, just like this has been years now, and it's like, we get it, honey. You're trans. That's fine. We've all come to terms with it in our own way and made our decisions on whether we want to watch you. You can't be trying to continuously hold it over the heads of people that don't want to watch you anymore, that aren't around anymore. You're literally yelling into an empty room, or you're yelling into a full room about people that walked out hours ago.
I'm looking at the Life is Strange video that we watched last night for comparison. She has a pinned comment that she posted that says that she's looking, that like any feedback on how my voice is progressing would be appreciated. It's still a work in progress. So this was a video that she was trying to present femme.
She wanted validation in presenting that.
Yep. And then on top of that, it was titled as a Life is Strange game analysis, basically.
Yeah.
So she was trying to get this into the gaming community, and that's why she was trying to over feminize herself when she's not there yet. And it's I'm looking at the comments, and it doesn't look like anyone is pointing out the fact that it wasn't a game analysis about the story or the characters. Like, everybody in the comments is posting their own like reason for why Life is Strange is like important to them. Fundamentally changed the way I experienced friendship and love.
So
first episode released when I needed it, around the time I lost my grandparents to cancer. Like, I
think that this person this is why I said earlier that this is my theory, is I think that this person has worked on creating an echo chamber. Once they started messing with their experimenting with their gender and their identity and everything, they worked really hard on making sure that they didn't have people around that would make them feel bad, to the degree that we are seeing it in the comments. That I think that this person is like slowly trying to normalize some of these behaviors. Like, I think it's very strange that this person, she put it up as a video game analysis video, but really only compare but really didn't bring up it wasn't centered around the game. Like, it was centered around, it was like 60% about her being trans, at least.
Yeah.
At least.
No.
I'm willing to give it more.
The Life is Strange video, to me, when we watched it, felt like more like she was like reminiscing on her teenage years and her rebellious life with her friends, and it didn't feel necessarily geared towards her transness. Okay. It felt like more of a story of her past. And I know that she is doing this systematically, I believe. Like, she's gaming, she's doing something intentionally with her videos. But like, if I was gonna do a Life is Strange like game analysis and an essay like they normally do, like I would put the amount of comparison between me and the character as like a point of mention and not 60% of my video, because that's not good content.
It's like we were talking about last night. It feels like it's an attempt to like try to have her cake and eat it too. And you brought it up too as well as like that this might be their attempt to like to put the impression in people's brains that this person is feminine. This is not the same, you know, like, it's like, oh, okay. Like I think that they put it up with the hopes that like people would focus on the game stuff and and not focus on her being trans as like a forefront because she wanted the video to do well. Like that's why like it's put out as a video game analysis and everything is because she was hoping that analytically they would go to the people that wanted to watch the video game analysis videos, and it seems like it did for the most part. But like the thing is there's 8 months that passed between, or there's at least 4 months that passed between the video about how transitioning saved my life and the Life is Strange video, that there was enough to kind of test the waters, poison the well, as well as like really make an actual attempt or like a major attempt at trying to present as feminine in this sphere coming back. Because like, go ahead.
I don't want to give her the views, but like, I want to see if her other like video game content is structured the same way, and I want to see if she's like, I hate the idea of like analyzing a trans person to see how well she passes, because that's not the intention, but like I really want to see how much she's feminizing herself to appeal a gaming community. Like,
okay, let me do this then. Let me find, I'll throw in a video game essay or two, or what is framed as video game essays in with these personal videos, like within the timeline, so that they're like chronologically following, so you can kind of see. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because I have. Let's see, to go through, I have, we have the trans femme field guide, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 videos that are all personal.
I know the eastern skies.
Actually, I have one that is, actually it seems like a good mixture. Playing Minecraft and losing my apartment a year ago.
Oh my god. 7 months ago is when certain things started. Is one of the videos you're planning on going over a 7-month-old video called Disassociation versus Self-Expression?
Yeah,
girl psychoanalysis.
Yep. That is literally the puppy girl video that I was telling you about that caught my attention. As I started seeing it, I was like, this is interesting. And there, if you look at the comments,
specifically,
yeah, it doesn't seem like, it seems relatively positive.
I see someone posted 2 weeks ago, must be something in the water.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, you'll see what that kind of is making a reference at. TLDR, be careful. Careful you don't lose grip on on reality when in fantasy. A more recent comment, let's see here. Because like, notice the more recent comments are a little bit more harsh for criticism.
Right? Overthrowing tyrants, liberation and such.
Like, here's a comment that like is relatively positive to Leadhead, and then I gotta read chat up to this. I so relate on the wanting to please others. No matter what part, I'm impressed at how relatable a lot of this was, but I'm really happy to hear that you've improved over time and realized what went wrong. I personally am still learning more about myself, but this video made me really happy. This is a call I needed very desperately. I recently went through that moment of letting my theory and bullshit get the better of my humanity and sense of self, and the way that you described the thought processes. This is just the way that of the animal kingdom was like a flashbang, and I felt and feel the exact same way about what happened to me. See, like they're very like P.S. the barking tutorial is life changing. That's wild.
Someone said Leadhead literally said never let him know your next move. A lot of people resonated with this video, and I just
yeah, that's what's like. So you'll see why it might make more sense on why it feels weird right now as we get through the timeline. Because there is like there is like a kind of overarching vibe that goes through a lot of these, and that you will probably pick up very fast, because I think you're already half on it. Making an analysis and doing it about something else just feels like a coward move, no matter the point. Yeah, and I think that's the problem that they're trying to overlook, and like kind of, I don't know if it's an intentional obfuscation of like, oh well, I'm not actually making the same content. Like there's an acknowledgement, but like that there's like a woe is me, like, well, but I don't want to keep making, like, it sucks making videos that like pay my bills. I don't want to keep doing it. It's like, okay then, like get a job and make the videos that you like doing, that are like rewarding to you, like literally every other normal person. You just have the 300,000 subscribers, and you have a substantially bigger platform that seems to really resound with you at this point. There's like at least like 50k of them that resound with you on a consistent level, like you know, this isn't, you know, like there'll be more complaining that happens. I'm just gonna be honest with it.
I have to quickly go back and do what I was doing.
Okay.
I am so glad I had this conversation.
Yeah, thank you.
To seeing the nonsense in your stream.
Yes, it'll be interesting for sure. Okay, all right.
Love your face.
Love yours too.
Bye.
Bye.
We don't move soon. I'll lead the mutiny myself.
Okay. But you're right, Kaiju. It feels very cowardice. Okay, parasocial relationships. Genes. Oh, right. They did like a whole fucking deep thing of Metal Gear Solid. Damn it. Why is it always fucking trans people that cover Metal Gear Solid videos or video games and love them so much? Like, me included. We got a lot to go through. So for those who missed the deep dive last night that we were doing, yeah, I mean, like I'm always down to hear people's opinions, and I'm very aware that my opinion, there's a good chance that my opinion is going to vary from other people's. So, but yes, okay. So here's Leadhead. Leadhead is someone that was a video essayist for years. Has made a couple of videos that did over 1 million, has done, but they're all like video game ones, other than a couple of like more personal video essays that we'll see throughout the night that they kind of start turning towards very heavily, in my opinion. And Bean, thankfully, the small Bean, just gave us a kind of a lowdown on the one about the video that was going to make me mauled. So shout out to them.
Can we get moving?
And And now we're getting into more of the personal videos because, like I said, they start weaving those in more and more. And then, and we'll watch some of the video game ones too that they attempt to do. But I have a couple of theories, including that this person has is doing a lot of this personal driven content to normalize over time their poor choices and unorthodox lifestyles. Like you're going to see much later, probably in like an hour or so, if not maybe a little longer, depending on how long I yap. But she starts making some very, very strange and what I think are potentially dangerous lifestyle choices that affect other people. But thinks it's okay and has an audience from what seems like really justifies and like validates this person. And like I said, there'll be a point where you'll see it doesn't just this isn't just like a leadhead just making weird decisions that aren't good for them. There's other people involved after a certain point. Yeah, so we're gonna watch some videos from Leadhead. We're gonna play some Bazaar. I want to play this fucking game. I've been thinking about it all day, and I've been wanting to fucking watch these videos. So sit back, grind up weed if you're trying to smoke throughout tonight. Grind up the weed, get that shit ready, get your snackies ready, get your water cups. I need to go fill up mine before we start this. So we're gonna be locking in, okay? Be locking the fuck in. We want take gold.
Another empty chest waiting to be filled.
I may not be the most masterful trainer, but we've learned.
You could go for burn or poison. We'll see what it gives us. Okay. All right. Let me go fill up my water cup.
I think that suits you beautifully. This must be a big decision for someone like you.
Okay, cool. Let me get some weed loaded while we start this.
At some point in the last few years, there was this little shift, especially in the queer community, where suddenly you couldn't go 5 minutes on social media without finding somebody calling themselves a puppy girl. A lot of the time, it's just a label attached to a subgroup of kinky people, girls who like to be put in cages or yanked around on a leash. Or, in more safe-for-work circles, cosplayers who want to show off a new weighted tail that they made for their next convention, or furries who have a whole separate persona as a cartoon dog. Then, somewhere in the mix, there are a lot of people who just want somebody to stroke their hair. In the interest of making sure that nobody can ever predict what my next video is going to be about, that last group is the one that I'm going to be focusing on today. These puppy girls are cultivating a fine balance between self-expression and full-blown dissociation, and I think that it's an incredibly interesting conversation. Turns out, there's a lot more to this whole...
Damn, is this about to be backed up on this whole normalizing unorthodox lifestyle? I was kind of joking. I only watched like I watched like the first 5 minutes of this video, and I was like, this person needs to be on my radar for a while.
Than just a simple king.
This is...
They're called Therians, people who've found a distinct sense of identity from adopting certain traits from animals. In the same way that some people whom, like myself, are attracted to both men and women, but still find that the label lesbian fits them the best, Therians have found that even without a tail, or paw pads, or a flat nose, ascribing the traits of particular animals to themselves can be a quick and easy shorthand for the personality traits that they want to accentuate.
Super. We'll all just malign a whole bunch of kinks. Neat. Grind this one. That's fine. If you need to step away from this, for this stuff, that's fine. This is like a 20-minute video. I completely understand. Some of these videos are going to be kind of weird, and like I said, you might already understand very quickly why I said that this person is trying to justify unorthodox life decisions. And like normalize it to a bigger audience to get validation.
And thusly, being referred to as that animal is a surefire way to have those traits reaffirmed. It's no secret that I fall into this category. So, as an example, when my girlfriend calls me a good puppy, she isn't just saying, oh, you're cute and small. She's saying that I'm excitable, affectionate, loyal, attention-seeking, curious, and just an overall good companion. It's her saying that she sees me as the type of person to run into a burning building for her. By extension, these same sentiments can be channeled into physical sensations by way of head pats and...
You're talking about the pig mask? I don't know what's up with that. And that's coming from somebody that's like really into weird stuff. Like creepy stuff, encryptive stuff.
Her and I have this little thing where if we're holding hands, 3 squeezes translates to I love you. And in the same way...
I think we see the pig mask a couple of times. Yeah, I try not to focus on it because it is... That's why I put the closed captioning off, I'm gonna be honest. Here, we'll do the... Oh. Yeah, on this. Here, we'll just do this.
Her scratching my head essentially translates...
I got you guys. You guys can want to enjoy it more.
Attentive. I know that all of this sounds incredibly silly.
Like, genuinely, is that off-putting to any of you guys? It was something where I'm like, The captions, I'd rather not look at it. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's fine. That's fine. It's unsettling. I don't know if I want to enjoy it. Okay, yeah, we'll keep the closed caption, you know.
Subconsciously attaching this extra layer of...
When the fuck did you resub? Did you sneak resub? God damn it. Thank you. Thank you. Love you, Deadly. It's been
reinforcement
good to see you, but see your name in chat again, though. Seriously.
Like having your hair played with is an incredibly interesting and potent way of communicating love, if that's the type of dynamic that you share with somebody. In fact, it can be a little bit addictive. See, while there's a lot of positivity wrapped up in this whole dynamic for me, and a ton of other people like
it's okay.
There are also some...
Sometimes it just slips in and you don't notice. I get it. You're fine. I was like, wait a second. So, good. No, it's not off-putting. It's more unsettling. Oh yeah, it is more unsettling that she's talking to about the furries.
Pitfalls, aspects of this way of self-identifying that can absolutely get in the way of living a fulfilling life. I'm a lot more afraid of fireworks now than I used to be. However, before we get into the danger of puppy girls and the fall...
I was about to look over, and I'm so glad it was you that said that. Yeah, I'm sorry. You just, like, out of nowhere started getting, like, that's just anxiety. I'm gonna be real. It's not just you being a dog.
That fun stuff. Let's talk about how I transformed into this crude mockery of nature's perfection that you see before you today. A bit over a year ago,
Called PTSD, if anything.
with me. On that first night, as she was unpacking her bags and showing me all the mementos that she'd brought with her, she pulled out this little necklace with a puppy tag on it. Her ex had given it to her because puppy was one of his favorite nicknames for her. I immediately put it on because I thought it was cute.
That's weird. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Took the she put it on. We'll backtrack it for a second.
Today. A bit over a year ago, my girlfriend moved in with me. On that first night, as she was
I might need to
unpacking her
smoke
bags
some more
and showing
weed
me all
for
the
after
mementos
this.
that she'd brought with her, she pulled out this little necklace with a puppy tag on it. Her ex had given it to her because puppy was one of his favorite nicknames for her. I immediately put it on because I thought it was cute, and before I knew it, puppy had become her nickname for me as well. Some people call their partner princess or
Yeah, I'm so. You know what? I don't even have to say it. This is why I. This is why I like it. This is why I do my deep dives live. I didn't even have to say it. You guys are all like, "I'm sorry, what? Huh? All for like different reasons, but all for the same reasons. I love it."
baby doll, Speedy. Well,
Y'all seen why I started? I was like, I need to deep dive into this person. Literally watched. I watched a little further than this point, and I was like, this is good. And then I saw once someone opened up the can of crazy, I was like, oh, I need to get me a can of this to open
for
up.
me, it was puppy, and at the time, that's all that there was to it.
That's weird, by the way.
Since then,
It's like, that's a weird thing to have with your ex. Yeah. Yeah, because you're a normal fucking person, Deadly.
I first
And so
developed
is
a taste
he.
for bunny rubs. Then
This
I
is
started
normal
to prefer my
thing,
friend's
you know, that you can
hand
get for
head.
it, for his
Then I
kind.
started leaning more on body language and sounds rather than actual language when it came to communicating my physical desires. Whatever, this is all just cute stuff. But at some point along the way, it became easier for me to tune out the conversations of the people around me and instead pay a disproportionate amount of attention to the squirrels and the chipmunks in the yard. I promise I'm still not joking.
So, like, this isn't healthy. I'm just gonna say it. Usually the scars alone. Like, this isn't healthy. There's, like, the fact that you're, like, and when I...
Over already? We barely got off legs.
That's a real audio thing, or I think that was done to simulate disassociation. This is all cute stuff, yes.
To all just cute stuff.
Yeah, yep, that is what they said. I'm sorry, we'll do it.
To communicating my physical desires. Whatever, this is all just cute stuff.
Keep in mind, this person's like 26. I'm sorry, I'm 32. And like, if no, that's not. That's, yeah, and then when you're like admitting to disassociating on a consistent basis.
But at some point along the way, it became easier for me to tune out the conversations of the people around me and instead pay a disproportionate amount of attention to the squirrels and the chipmunks in the yard.
Yeah, like cute shit for me is watching, like, that Bump does is like when she gets into these little like recipe little kicks. She's like, and I come upstairs and she's watching like cooking videos and like really and like telling